3 minutes.
So we can start if everyone is here.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we can
so
wait for a few more minutes.
right, so I think you can start after 2 minutes.
Sure, sure. I'll wait, sir. No problem.
Devendra, you can start now.
Okay, sir, I'll start.
Yeah.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, yesterday we did some basic thing about LabVIEW and how we can design something. What is a VI? What are the important components in a VI, like front panel, block diagram, connector pane, and icon was here. Then we also saw what is data flow. Any queries on any of that? Or should we start with the new topic? Are there any queries? No? Okay, so I'll move forward. But I gave you one exercise yesterday to design one full header. Uh, Anyone done that? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
हाँ देवेंद्र, आवाज आ रही है आपकी जो है।
Sir, sir, please check the
Okay, so
chat.
chat box. Fine. Okay, so okay. So any problem in that full header? Anyone having any issue? We can resolve it now and move forward. So today we'll see then troubleshooting and debugging our VI. Let's see if we design something and it is not working. So what are the signs that shows that it is not working? First of all, like in any other language, we compile and it shows some error. So similar thing would be here too. Okay, and then if some error is there, how we can try to debug it. Okay, that is what we will try to look today. Okay, so let us just navigate to that presentation part. So this is what we are going to do today. Okay, troubleshooting and debugging our VI, and then these are the subtopics. Correcting a broken VI, debugging techniques or undefined or unexpected data, then how you can handle any errors. That also these four things. Okay, so correcting a broken VI. First thing is how you can find out that your VI is broken or there is some error. Like in any programming language, we have syntax. So if you don't follow that syntax, there would be errors. The program won't run. So similarly, here we don't have any syntax as per, but yes, we have some rules, basic rules. If you are not following them, then obviously there will be some error. Okay, and now how you can see that? That we will see again in LabVIEW. Okay, let's say let me open one VI. Okay, let's say I'm designing uh, a plus b equals to c. Let's say I will start with the basic one only. We can use this knob as in a. Then we can use some dial also. let me name it B, and can use, let's say, a meter. And let's see. Okay, and if I'm adding it, so what I will do, I will connect it here. I will connect it here. And I will connect it. Okay, so now if I try to run my program, see this arrow, this run arrow is broken. Okay, this is the sign that something is wrong in your VI and we have not followed any rule. Okay, my voice is not clear. Can anyone, everyone is having that issue, or everyone is having this issue, or what?
सर आपकी आवाज थोड़ी कट रही है, थोड़ी सी कट रही है।
अभी ठीक है?
हाँ अब सही सर। आप पीछे का बैकग्राउंड साउंड
तो ठीक है, हम लोग जब भी इशू तो आप मेरे को बताइएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम। ठीक है, तो यू सी यहाँ पे ये एरो साइन है, दिस इज ब्रोकन. Okay, so this is the symbol that, okay, yes, our VI is broken. Okay, and if I click on this arrow now, it will give me a list of all the errors that are there in my VI. Like if you see this first one, add function also we are using. If I double click it, it will show me where this error is. Okay, so it is showing add contain unwired or bad terminal. Now you see it has only 3 terminal and all of them are wired. So it is not unwired, it's bad terminal, it is saying. So what does bad terminal means? Basically, it has input and output terminals. We have done some wrong connections there. Like if you see, this is the input terminal, but I've connected it to an indicator, which is wrong. And this one is output terminal, and I've connected it to a control, which is again wrong. Okay, so these are 2 errors. Even you can see here also, like your wiring itself is showing, okay, there you're correct something wrong. You have connected a control to an output of add, which is wrong. Okay, so we have to change our control to an indicator. We have to connect it to an indicator. So similarly, if you put your cursor over here also, it will show you the error. Okay, so if I double click on this error, it will show me this wire. If I double click here, it will show me this wire. Okay, so basically it lists out all the errors that are there. You can just double click and find out which one is the error, because right now it's a very small circuit, small logic, then you can easily see. But if it is a very big diagram, then obviously it would be a bit difficult to find out. So you can just double click and find out the section where you have the problem. So now we know, okay, how we can check if there is any error or not. Okay, so if I press Control B, all the bad wires connection will be deleted. Okay, but with this I know that where is my error. Okay, so now I can rectify them. Connect it here and then connect it here. Okay, so this we can easily rectify. This was a basic error. Okay, so like this, we just saw this thing, connecting 2 controls together, or connecting output to a control, or input to indicator. These are all things that will lead to some error. Now we will look at
Devendra, can I stop you for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
अच्छा, बच्चों सारे के सारे जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, they are able to do it on their laptops or PCs?
यस सर।
सर वो
हाँ
प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है कि वो जो लैपटॉप के अंदर 1.1 GB का है वो सभी इंस्टॉल नहीं होता है, बार बार कर रहे हैं, काफी बार इंस्टॉल होने में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। अभी अभी इंस्टॉल हुआ है आज ही सुबह।
आप उसमें
अच्छा अच्छा
सारा टूल किट्स मत डालिए। अगर आपका रैम कम साइज का है तो ट्राई करो कि उसमें ज़्यादा कोई सॉफ्टवेयर ना हो, और LabVIEW का टूल किट कोई सा भी इंस्टॉल करना, सिर्फ बेसिक LabVIEW इंस्टॉल करो।
ओके सर,
बिकॉज LabVIEW
अच्छा
बेसिकली वो 4 GB का सिस्टम हो तो बेटर होता है।
मतलब बेसिक लैब व्यू इंस्टॉल कर लीजिए विदाउट एनी टूल किट्स।
यस सर, हम अभी तक से वैसे टूल किट यूज़ नहीं कर रहे हैं, वी आर जस्ट यूजिंग
हाँ
बेसिक थिंग्स ओनली।
एक्चुअली वो सब बच्चों ने मेरे ख्याल से वो जो डिफॉल्ट टूल किट्स आती है ना इसके साथ,
नहीं सर,
वो
वैसे
जो
मैंने आई थिंक फुलेंदर से मेरी बात हुई थी, आई टोल्ड हिम कि कोई टूल किट नहीं करना है अभी।
अच्छा वो ऑटो टिक्ड आती है ना बहुत सारी चीजें जो है, तो आई थिंक दे माइट हैव इंक्लूडेड ऑल दोस थिंग्स इन देयर।
कोई इशू नहीं सर, अगर इंस्टॉल हो गया तो देन इट्स ओके, अदरवाइज
हाँ
यू
देन
कैन
इट इज फाइन।
जस्ट ट्राई दैट वे।
अच्छा can I request randomly to some of the students to share their screen? Anamta, can you share your screen for the full header?
यस सर।
Yeah, please do so. ओके गुड, रन करके देखो इसे, तीनों को वन करो। नाइस, और फाइन बेटा, वेरी 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 गुड। रुद्र अभिषेक,
So I
ठीक है
currently
बेटा।
don't have my laptop.
अच्छा तो
Yes, sir, it's in Delhi.
अच्छा मतलब यू आर डूइंग इट विदाउट लैपटॉप।
Yes, sir, I'm writing down the notes, sir.
ओके 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 ओके। उज्जवल, उज्जवल कैन यू हियर मी? ओके रिशांत, रिशांत, साक्षी, साक्षी,
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ बेटा कर लिया आपने फुल हेडर वाली प्रॉब्लम?
सर एक्चुअली सर मेरा पीसी सर काम नहीं कर रहा सर, तो मैं सिर्फ अभी नोट्स बना रही हूँ सर, मैं लेक्चर्स ले रही हूँ रोज मतलब,
अच्छा
पर मैं
अच्छा
अपने
कोई बात
प्रैक्टिकली
नहीं।
नहीं कर पा रही सर।
अच्छा अच्छा कोई नहीं बेटा, इसका वीडियो वगैरह भी फुल लेंथ वगैरह शेयर कर लेंगे तो वो कर लेना जो है।
हाँ जी सर, मैंने कहा मैं बाद में से प्रैक्टिकली करके देखूंगी,
ठीक
अभी
है
नोट्स से काम चला रही हूँ बस।
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं बेटा। गोविंदा,
हेलो हेलो सर, अभी मैं
हाँ बेटा,
लैपटॉप तो नहीं है,
यू आर अच्छा, यू आर
लैपटॉप
ऑल्सो
तो नहीं
टेकिंग
है।
नोट्स।
यस।
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात, ठीक है। बेटा, जो भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, पार्टिसिपेंट जो है, जस्ट फुलेंद्र को या अमन को बता देना कितने लोगों के पास लैपटॉप्स हैं जो है। बाकी जो लोग जो अपना नोट्स वगैरह ले रहे हैं, और वीडियो फुलेंद्र ने बहुत अच्छी बनाई है, तो दैट विल शेयर विद यू, सो you can say you can use those videos for your future reference. Fine. Devendra, you can please continue.
Okay, so we'll see now basically if now we can see where if we have any doubts or errors in our program, okay, or on our VI. But now main thing is how we can rectify them, how we can check or debug it. Okay, so there are very rich amount of tools available in LabVIEW to debug your VI. Like the one we did, the error that we were trying to resolve here. This was some connection error. Okay, let's say if you are designing something and you basically don't get the desired result. Okay, that is where we have to be very careful, or we have to know our program, like what sort of data would be generated in let's say first stage or second stage, and then we can execute. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll open up a VI, and then we will try to see something, some basically debugging techniques over that. Okay, so I'll tell you, this is basically a inverting and non-inverting amplifier I've designed. Okay, so you can give an initial signal, then your RF and RN, and type of amplifier you're looking at. Okay, so let's say if I give it some values, it can basically give once. Okay, so the blue one here is your input signal. Then the green wave that is being generated is your output wave. Okay, so you can see we have selected inverted signal. Okay, no, I was wrong. This blue one is, I think, your output. Because okay, let me just check again. Okay, so now I've converted it to inverting only. Okay, yes, you are right. That's red one is your signal output, and then blue one is your input signal. So you can select your input signal type also here, like we were doing in the functionator VI. So here you can see the gain, it is also showing 1.60218. If I increase these value, we know that Rn is basically with Rn increasing, our gain would decrease. It's in any op-amp circuit, if you have studied, you might be aware about it. Okay, so if you see the block diagram here, this is what it looks like. Let's say when I'm working on this, I'm not getting my desired result. Okay, let's say I've selected inverting amplifier, but it is giving me non-inverted wave. So what would I do? I have to debug it. Okay, so I have to see where at what stage something is going wrong. Okay, to do such things, we have some tools here on the block diagram. Okay, one such tool is first to check your data flow. Okay, at what stage how data is flowing in your VI, and what data is flowing. So if I press this particular button, it's called highlight execution. So what it will do, it will basically, like if you see, you can see the data going through the wires. Okay, now if you're seeing here carefully, you can see now this data is going, and what value is also going, you can see. Okay, then you can try to see if this data is correct or not. Like I selected non-inverted amplifier and I can see non-inverted amplifier only going. Then here R in value or RF value I can see, and what is the result after dividing them is coming here. Then I'm adding 1 to it, multiplying that with my input wave, and that is what my output is. Okay, so I can check everything here by switching this button on. Okay, so it gives me access, it basically helps me see the data flow in my VI. Okay, now but thing is that it actually slow down my execution of the VI, so it is not very much recommended. So what we could do, we could actually use some probes, like in labs we do. If there's any circuit and we need to see any signal going through any wire, we just use a probe. Okay, so if you see, if I put my cursor over any wire, it changes to something in a circle written as P, which stands for probe. So I can just click here, okay, and it will add a probe here. You can see this 1 number, which means there's a probe now, and I can see the value of the probe here. Okay, I can go here and let's say add another probe, and I can see the value of probe here also. Okay, so I have added 2 probes, 1 probe on this wire, I can see the number, and second probe on this wire, I can see the number here also too, and I can see what values are going on here. Okay, so let us just change the values and see if we can see the changes. Okay, so 1 probe is at the resistance value. So 1 probe is on the gain. Okay, let me just go to front panel again. If I change this, you see it is changing. The probe value I can see changing. Now on the amplifier end, I can just select, let's say, inverting amplifier, and you see it changed. So I can just put probes everywhere, okay, and I can try to see where it is. So right now this is showing not executed, which means this particular wire has not executed as of now. Okay, so maybe that could be our issue. Okay, so this is where we can find out our error. Okay, let's say if I put a probe here, it's basically my wave which I am plotting. So we can see the value changing here also for the text, the wave we are sending. This graph also we can see here. Let me just switch off the auto X and Y. 10. Okay, so this values you could see here, and when was this updated last time. Okay, that also you can see. Maybe I put another probe here, and I can see the signal also. Okay, so this signal you can see, and then values under the table also you could see here. So this is another way to debug your VI. You can just put probes everywhere, okay, and then you can see where what value basically that particular probe is carrying. Okay, so it's like a CR only. You just put multiple probe at different points, see what sort of signal is going through that wire, and then obviously you know the circuit, you know how it is working at, and at what time what should be the signal going through that particular probe. So that way you can check. Well, let's say if I find some error in this particular probe, so I know that okay, this particular area is something which is not working properly. So I can just focus here and try to rectify the issue. Okay, this is another way to go for this particular debugging technique. Any doubts up till now on debugging?
No, sir.
Okay. So one more thing is single stepping. So you guys might be working in microprocessor lab also. So you write some program there. Then there's a process called single stepping. Have you done that? Have you done single stepping?
No, sir.
देवेंद्र, इसमें सेकेंड ईयर के बच्चे हैं, वैसे रोबोटिक्स वगैरह में सी प्रोग्रामिंग में करना चाहिए इनको जो है.
Yes sir.
तो
So
कुछ हो भी सकते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर वाले, उनको नहीं पता हो जो.
I'll explain sir, no problem. So single stepping is basically a process of controlling the execution, you can say. Like अगर let's say आपने C में एक प्रोग्राम लिखा है पूरा, so you know कि उसके अंदर 100 lines है, let's say line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. If I run my program, तो क्या होगा कि system will directly go to line 1 or it will very quickly execute everything like 1 to 100 सारा codes वो run कर देगा. But in that case I cannot check intermediate results. Let's say अगर मुझे पता है line 5 पे अगर everything is going above going fine in line 1 2 3 4, line 5 के बाद some variable is there, उसके अंदर 10 value होना चाहिए. Let's say I know my programming, I know how I have written it, so I know कि अगर सब कुछ सही जा रहा है line 5 तक, तो x variable should have value 10 after line 5. So what I can do, I can just use single stepping. So what single stepping does, it will execute only one line at a time, and if once I press single stepping button again, it will execute another line, and in between I can just go and check all the variables. Okay, let's say if we try that here. Let me just delete these rows. Okay. Now we'll start running again. Stop. So what we'll do, we'll single step here. The first step, now it has executed this step. Now this is executed. Let us just see. Okay, we'll just see at the waveform. Okay, you see this pause button is red now because we are not running it, we are single stepping it. So if I run the next stage, it shows me what is being executed now. Okay, so again now this function, now this function, and this function, finally this. Okay, then my wave. Okay, you saw that wave it printed. So now on the next iteration, it will again take input from here, then divide it, then basically generate a sine wave here, then the timing will work, then this function, then under this structure it is running this particular function, then this function, and then after that it is combining all the waves for printing. So basically plotting here, so you can see the changes here. So this way we can try to see every step, and after every step we can just see our output on the screen on the front panel also, or we could put some probes also. Okay, so that way we can this is another way of debugging, single stepping we can call. Okay, any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll go forward now. So we saw this execution highlight. This is one way of basically debugging to see the data flow. Okay, but it basically slows down your execution. That is why it is not very much recommended. But you could use another tools like single stepping or your probes, these won't affect your execution thing. Okay, then breakpoint is there. Okay, so in single stepping, what we were doing, we were basically just going step by step. Okay, so every step it will go through. Okay, so basically in some situation I know, okay, my code is let's say working till line 100, line 10, but after that I know there could be some issue. So what I will do at that particular point, I will let's say add a speed breaker for it. Okay, like on the road we have speed breakers, so everyone will stop there and slows down and then slowly cross it, then it will again take up their speed. Okay, so the same thing would be done using a breakpoint. So what will happen, let's say if I put my speed breaker at line 10, or in this case let's say at this particular wire. Okay, so this is a breakpoint that you see here, this red dot. Okay, let me just stop this first. Okay, this dot that you see here is a breakpoint. Okay, which basically tells you that once data comes to this particular point, it will be stopped. Okay, so now if I run my execution, you see it will run and it will come to this point and stop. So now at this stage I can just check everything, every variable, and if everything is going fine, I can just unpause it and it will start working again. Okay, so in every iteration it will stop at this breakpoint. Any doubts on this? I can just right click on any point, breakpoint option is there, then clear breakpoint, disable, or there's some option other than that. I can clear it, or I can just set it. Okay, so that can be done. So let's say if I want to add breakpoint here. Okay, so basically see there's a red boundary around this. So this node is will basically have a breakpoint. So whenever data comes to this node, it will stop for me to basically check all the things, and everything is fine. Then I can just resume my execution, and it will keep on doing that in every iteration of my code. Okay, so this is another way of checking or debugging.
सर बेसिकली वायर ओपन कर देता है?
नहीं, वायर ओपन नहीं करता, ये टेम्परेली स्टॉप कर देता है. लाइक आई वाज सेइंग ना, देखिए अगर लेट्स से यू आर गोइंग ऑन अ हाईवे, ओके, यू everything, you are going at let's say some 80 kmph speed, so you suddenly see some breaker. So what you will do, you will slow down there, or and once you cross it on a slower speed, then you will again resume your speed. So instead of slowing down, we are just stopping it here. Okay, so at that particular point, sorry,
कितनी देर के लिए करेगा फिर?
unless we say otherwise. जैसे हम लोगों ने अगर एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया इसे यहाँ पे, जैसे लेट्स से ये वाला प्रोग्राम होता है, इस पॉइंट पे ब्रेक पॉइंट लगा, इस नोड पे ब्रेक पॉइंट लगाया, ठीक है, रन कंटिन्यूस। So इस पॉइंट पे आके ये रुक गया है until unless I unpause it, it won't go. So let's say अभी तो जैसे वैल्यू मैंने दिया है यहाँ पे 3.43, और यहाँ पे हम लोग देते हैं let's say वर्क ऑन 2.0। जैसे यहाँ पे अभी तक आउटपुट चेंज नहीं हुआ, राइट, क्योंकि ये दोनों इनपुट जा रहे हैं प्लस के थ्रू, बट प्लस पे हमने ब्रेक पॉइंट लगा रखा है और वो हाईलाइट करता रहेगा जब तक हम उसे अनपॉज नहीं करेंगे। ठीक है, ये यहाँ पर स्टॉप रहेगा हमारे। As soon as I press unpause, you see it will go through that again. See यहाँ पे इसने वैल्यू दिखा दिया मेरे को आउटपुट, ओके, बट क्योंकि हम रन कंटिन्यूसली कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो व्हाट हैपेंड कि इसने ए बी का वैल्यू रीड करा, स्टॉप हो गए, यहाँ पे मैंने अनपॉज करा, ऐड करके सी पे दिखाया वैल्यू, देन अगेन इट स्टार्टेड अगेन, ए और बी का वैल्यू लिया, फिर उसे ऐड करेगा, बट यहाँ पे आके स्टॉप हो गया। सो every time I have to unpause it. See, whenever I'm pressing unpause, वो उसे highlight कर रहा है, okay? But हम value change नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो output पे change नहीं दिखेगा कुछ। So let's say I change the value now, so unpause it again. Now you can see it is changing the value. That basically depends on us कि हम लोग कितनी देर तक उसे देखना चाहते हैं, उसको देखना चाहते हैं. Basically this thing is कि इस point पे आके मेरा execution रुक गया है. I can just look in probes everywhere and see कि इस line पे क्या data जा रहा है, इस line पे क्या data जा रहा है, and is it right or not. Okay, that way I can so once I am okay with the condition, I can just press your pause button and then it will go through. And if you have to remove this breakpoint, then right click over it, breakpoint, clear breakpoint. So now it is gone. Okay, so that way you can put speed breaker at any particular wire or any node of function. Okay. Is it fine now, or should we explain more?
So it's fine. Thank you, sir.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So I'll go forward. Okay, so these are few ways of debugging, like execution highlight, then single stepping is there, probes are there, then breakpoint is there. 4 ways to basically debug. Then undefined or unexpected data. Okay, let's say there comes some. I've designed something and where it is showing some value which basically I don't expect. So that is undefined or unexpected data. Okay, so what we can do in that sort of situation is what we'll look at. Okay, like it is written here, undefined or unexpected data. Check for unexpected infinity value. NaN, if you see anywhere, it will be like not a number. Let's see something. Let's say if I do this RF and RN 0. Okay, now if I run this, let's remove this breakpoint first. So if you see, this gain is showing NaN. Okay, so which means not a number. Why? Because if you see the block diagram here, how my program is working basically. This is RF, this is RN. I'm dividing these two numbers, then adding 1. Okay, then it is being multiplied by my input signal. Like what is the formula for any inverted or non-inverting amplifier? 1 plus RF by RN into VN. That is our Vout. Okay, so that is what we implemented. This is VN signal, then RF by RN, this is divide function, then added 1, then multiplied by VN. This is what our Vout is. Okay, so this is how we are calculating. But RF and RN right now is 0. So 0 by 0 would be 0, or basically not a number. So that is what it is saying. It's not a number. Okay, let's say change it. Okay, I've given some value to RF. So it is giving me minus infinity. Because something over 0. Okay, let's say if I give this value, 0 over something, 0 divided by something is 0. But something divided by 0 is infinity. Okay, because if we are using inverting, that is why it is showing minus sign. Now we are using non-inverting amplifier, so it is showing positive. Okay, so this is what unexpected data is. That also we can try to we should try to ignore these sort of situations. Any program, like it is saying, infinity is produced by dividing a number by a 0. So we should keep in mind that this condition should never happen. Okay, because it can have effect on our system. Right now, we are just simulating them, so it doesn't have any effect, or if it has any effect also, we are not much worried about it. But let's see if we are working in a real-time system, and this can create an issue in any hardware, or let's say the system that you designed in real. In simulation, it's okay. Any doubts on this defined or unexpected data? Basically, two things you have to look: infinity and this NaN. Okay. NaN is produced by invalid operations like dividing 0 by 0, okay, or square root of a negative number, these sort of things. Any doubts up till now? Just ask. So what I'll do, I'll show you some VIs now. So then we will see this error handling part. You see carefully in this VI itself, there is a green wire. Okay. So this green wire is basically an error wire. Okay, this wire carries your error data. I will show you that in some other video. Just open some videos. Anyway, I'll show you this function also. So what this function is doing, this is performing the power spectrum analysis on a signal. Okay, that signal I can generate. Right now I'm generating a sine signal with frequency somewhere around 490. Okay, so amplitude I'm using 10 volts. Okay. And if you see, this is giving me a single peak because there's no noise or anything like that. I select let's say square wave. As we all know, square wave is just a combination of sine and cosine wave on multiple frequencies. You can see these particular peaks. If I change, let's say, the duty cycle of the square wave, you can see the difference. Let's change the frequency. You can see the shifting also. Like my base frequency is 1000. The green peak is at 2000. Let's say you get this power spectrum analysis. Let's say this is what we would get. It's a triangular wave. Triangular wave also we get a signal. Trying to find an example to show you some other angle.
you can find some example in LabVIEW. You can go under help. Just find example option. You can click this one. It will open up another window which is called example finder. Yes. Okay. So now, depending upon all the toolkits that you have here, it will show you all the list. You can just see which all programs are already there, and you can open any of these. But right now, I'm looking for something particular, so I'm just going to search for it. See, all these are VR, which is already there in my install library. So what we do is design system. So what I'll do today, we will use some nodes. Okay, let's say to generate a signal. Okay. Let's say I want to generate a sine wave. Waveform generation. I will try to generate a sine wave. Now you see, now I don't know what sort of input I need to give this particular function. You see, we have multiple terminals. If I put my cursor over it, it will show me what all I can input. But obviously, I can just press Control H, and then this context help window will come up. Okay, so this will basically show me what all input and output it has. And if I need any detailed help, I can just click on this detailed help. Another window will open up, which is LabVIEW help. And under that window, I will be able to see, like that context help was showing me what sort of input output it has. Now, whatever I need for what kind of input it needs, what terminal does what sort of work, it will tell you here. Okay, so these things also you can just remember, okay, how to find out the help in LabVIEW. Okay, so what I do, I know that basically for any signal, I need to give a frequency. Then I need to give amplitude also. So right now I'll use these two things only, not anything else. So where is my frequency? See, this is frequency. So I will connect it to frequency. And next one is my amplitude. I will connect it here. Now what else is there? Phase is there. Reset signal if you want to do, or if you want to add offset in your signal. Or then what I will do, I will, let's say, do some analysis over it. Okay. Let's say tone measurement. I will select this particular VI, which is basically a tone measurement express VI. Express VI or VI will basically configure it only once, and it will tell us. It will basically keep on generating the output as per that signal. Okay, so we basically will measure the amplitude, frequency, and phase. The phase we will not do right. Okay. So what I will do now, I will take my signal out, the signal in. Okay. So now here it will basically read my signal. It will tell me the amplitude and frequency. Basically for amplitude and frequency, what do I need to see? Let's say I will use meter for frequency. Okay, and let's say I will take the for amplitude out. Increase the range here.
frequency range also that is increased to 1000. So if I run this program continuously now, I have not connected it. So disconnected it. So this will go. So if I run it now, see if I'm generating zero frequency and zero amplitude. That is why 0 is there. If I increase, let's say this thing, it generated some error. See what is the error? Just read this particular thing and tell me what error could be there. Tell me what error is this. What it is saying here, like frequency must be less than equal to sampling rate by 2. So if any of you are not aware about this sampling rate and all, so sampling rate should be more than twice, at least should be twice of the input frequency in any case, any generation of signal. So what I will do, because you see here we have not mentioned any sampling frequency. See here we have a sampling info also, but we did not mention it, so it was setting some default value. So what I will do, I will create one indicator control here. Okay, so this control, if you see, has FS, which is sampling frequency. Okay, so what I will do, like it is mentioned like 1K here. So if we take half, which is 500 Hz, and you see we have already crossed 500. It was not showing me any error before we were working in 500. Yes, right now it's not showing any error. If I cross this 500 now, it will show me error. Because the rule is sampling frequency should be at least double of this frequency I am using to generate this particular this signal. Sorry. So this so we can increase our sampling frequency also here. Okay, but let us just work at the 500. Okay, so right now we are generating somewhere around 365 megahertz. Let's say we go around 400. We can see this is also showing us 400. And here we are getting somewhere around 6 point something. So make it 6. Okay, we are getting 6. Okay, so you can see I'm generating a signal, then this particular VI is measuring it. Okay, so this is one thing. Now you see every particular function. Let's say we put another function here. This is VI. Let's say we do spectral analysis also. So this is again Express VI only. So we will just configure it once and it will be ready for work. Okay, so what we will do, we will take this same signal. Okay, and this will give us the output. This was this. To see the power spectrum, we need a chart graph. So I will put a graph here. Then this graph will connect here. Okay. So now if we run this, let's see something. I change this. Okay. I can see the spectrum analysis also. See the power also changing once I'm increasing the amplitude. Okay. So this is one thing. Now if you see every function here, I will open control context shell by this control H. If I put my cursor over it will show me every input and output of this. Okay, so you see this has something called error in and then error out. Okay, and if I put my cursor over this, this also has same error in and error out. If I will put my cursor over this, this also has this error in and error out. Okay, so what these functions are like distribution, I said that don't matter much if there's some error also, but if you're working in some real work and if there's any error in at particular stage of any of your BI, then you have to stop it. Okay, so you have to stop the later stages because if you execute the whole BI along with the error, can be catastrophic. So you can, let's say, have some issue in your machines or anything like that. So what we do here, I will connect this error out to the error in of next stage. Okay, then the error of this stage, error in of the next stage. Okay, so now in this case, what would happen? Let's say this particular VI generates, node generates some error. So this particular line will carry the error data and it will tell the next stage that the previous stage is having some error, kindly do not execute. So it will just pass on the data, it will not execute. Similarly, it will pass on the same error to the next stage also, and the next stage also will not execute. So if I run this now, okay, so right now there's no error, so everything will run smooth. But let's say we generate some error by giving it the frequency over 500. So at the last, it will not execute anything. You see, this chart is gone, then this and this becomes 0 because the tone measurement stage and the spectral measurement stage did not execute. Okay, so basically, the error generated by this particular stage was transferred to this, was informed to both these stages, and they did not execute, so that no catastrophic results can come. So this way, we can error handle using this error lines. Okay, so this you can you have to make a practice whenever you are designing a VI to connect all these errors. Okay, error lines. If you see any VI that you can that you design would have such similar things. Let me just open up one and I'll show you. Okay, so this is a VI. It won't run because I'm not having the library right now. If you see, this is a big VI, okay? And I've connected error lines of every single line here, every single stage. Okay, so that in large, if there's any error, it would stop my program. Because you see, this particular function is dealing with my camera. So my laptop's camera. So we are working with real world data here. Okay. So if there is some error, it could have some issue on my hardware also. So we don't want that. So that is why if there's any error, it will basically tell all the later stages that some error has happened. You don't execute, and it will stop our program also automatically. So that is what this error handling or error line helps us in our VI. Any doubts on this? Any doubts, or should we move forward?
सर आपने जो टोन मेजरमेंट यूज किया है सर, उसकी जगह हम DSO यूज कर सकते हैं।
किसके आप एक बार रिपीट करेंगे, मैं सुन नहीं पाया था।
सर टोन मेजरमेंट आपने यूज किया है सर, उसके हम DSO यूज कर सकते हैं सर। टोन मेजरमेंट क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं हम?
टोन मेजरमेंट क्योंकि वो वैल्यू बता रहा है आपको। आप जो DSO यूज करते हो, ये सही कि ओके लैब में हम लोग DSO यूज करते हैं एंड उससे हम लोग आपका एम्पलीट्यूड और फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट कर लेते हैं।
हाँ क्या
तो प्रोसेस क्या है करने का, बताओ।
सर हम इनपुट सिग्नल देते हैं और उसके बाद हम ट्रेसिंग देखते हैं और उस वहाँ पर ट्रेसिंग हम इनपुट का एम्पलीट्यूड और आउटपुट का एम्पलीट्यूड देखते हैं।
हाँ, तो वहाँ पे आपका एक होता है कुछ वोल्टेज पर ब्लॉक समथिंग से ऐसे सेटिंग्स होते हैं ना, और फ्रीक्वेंसी का भी टाइमिंग सेटिंग होता है। यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई सेटिंग दिख रहा है आपको?
नो सर, नो सर।
तो दैट इज व्हाई हम लोग यहाँ पे वो चीज़ नहीं कर सकते। ठीक है, हम लोग यहाँ ग्राफ के अंदर डाल सकते हैं वो सब चीज़ें भी, बट अभी हम लोग उस लेवल पे नहीं जा रहे हैं, तो दैट इज हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। बट लेट्स से अगर मेरा सिग्नल जो मैं जनरेट कर रहा था वो नॉइस के साथ था, लेट्स से मैं आपको दिखाई देता हूँ एक नॉइस वाला सिग्नल अभी। ओके, मैं साइन वेव एक जनरेट कर रहा हूँ जिसका फ्रीक्वेंसी लेट्स से मैं 100 हर्ट्ज देता हूँ, एम्पलीट्यूड में 5 वोल्ट दे देता हूँ, ऑफसेट भी देते हैं लेट्स से -1 का, इसके अंदर नॉइस डाल देते हैं, फिर मैं गॉसियन वाइट नॉइस
यस
थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज कर देते हैं इसको, ठीक है। यहाँ सैम्पलिंग रेट वगैरह सब डाला हुआ, जस्ट क्लिक ओके, दिस पार्ट नाउ, तो अब हम इसको रन करते हैं।
ओके
तो अगर आपको ये वेव दिख रहा है लेट्स से, आप कैन यू
Yes.
मेजर इट?
नो सर
दैट
No,
इज
sir.
राइट ना, ये वही इशू है। तो इस टाइप का अगर वेव दिख रहा है हमें तो हम थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है, लाइक एम्पलीट्यूड में भी देखिए कितना फ्लक्चुएट कर रहा है ये,
यस सर
थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट रहेगा इस केस में, है ना। तो दैट
Yes,
इज व्हाई वी यूज दिस टोन मेजरमेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रोग्राम में।
ओके
तो
सर
अगर आपको ये वेव अगर देखना है जो हम जनरेट कर रहे हैं, दिस आल्सो वी कैन प्लॉट इट ऑन अ चार्ट, नाउ इफ वी रन, सो यू सी इसको
Yes,
करना
sir.
काफी डिफिकल्ट होगा, है ना। दैट
Yes,
इज यहाँ पे क्योंकि रियल वर्ल्ड में व्हेन एवर यू आर वर्किंग आपको कभी भी प्योर साइन और स्क्वायर वेव नहीं मिलेगा,
यस सर
यू विल ऑलवेज गेट नॉइस एडेड सिग्नल,
यस
वहाँ
सर
पे ये सब चीजें इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है, ठीक है।
ओके सर
एनी मोर
थैंक यू
डाउट?
सर नो सर थैंक यू
और किसी के पास कोई डाउट है? एनीवन एल्स हैविंग एनी डाउट? No, should we move forward? Okay. Okay, so this is where we were trying to see. Okay, you see in this program also they have added all this wires. These are error lines. Okay, so you have to make a practice that you connect everything. Like here also, like अगर आपके पास दो पर्टिकुलर डिफरेंट पैरेलल में कोड चल रहा है तो फाइनली आप उन दोनों का भी एरर मर्ज करके एक ही जगह पे हैंडल कर सकते हैं। There is a function for merging error. How can you find it? I'll show you that. Okay, so अब तक हमने देखा था कि हम लोग जैसे यहाँ राइट क्लिक करते हैं, यहाँ पे कुछ मिल गया जो भी मुझे ढूंढना है, but let's say I cannot find that particular thing. तो कहाँ पे? So what would I do? One thing is I can press Control and Space. जैसे एक क्विक ड्रॉप विंडो आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी जिसमें राइट कर दूंगा, लाइक मुझे पता है उसका नाम था मर्ज एरर, तो ये दिखा देगा मुझे उस नाम से जो भी है इसके पास। तो मतलब हमारे यहाँ एरर इन एरर आउट व्हाटएवर इट इज, इट विल फाइंड आउट एंड इट विल शो इट टू मी। लेट्स से मुझे कोई चार्ट चाहिए तो ये वेव फॉर्म चार्ट दिखा देगा, आई डबल क्लिक यहाँ पे उसे लाके हम लोग ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं फिर, ठीक है। तो ये क्विक ड्रॉप हो गया आपका, दिस इज वन ऑप्शन। देन अगर आपको पता है कि आप जो ढूंढ रहे हैं वो आपका कंट्रोल या इंडिकेटर है तो कंट्रोल पैलेट पे आके यहाँ पे सर्च कर लीजिए, यू राइट चार्ट लेट से, ये आपको चार्ट दिखा देगा सारे, ठीक है। आप यहाँ से जस्ट डबल क्लिक करिए, आपको दिखा देगा किस जगह पे सेव्ड है और फिर आप उसे जस्ट ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। और अगर आपको पता है जो आप ढूंढ रहे हैं वो आपका ब्लॉक डायग्राम पे होगा, फंक्शनल नोड है वो, तो आपका फंक्शन पैलेट पे ये सर्च ऑप्शन, तो सेम यहाँ पे आप सर्च कर सकते हैं, लाइक सिंपल एरर हैंडलर, एरर क्लस्टर, एरर मर्ज एरर, ये रहा देखो। सो आई विल जस्ट डबल क्लिक, इट विल शो मी कि कहाँ पे है ये प्रोग्रामिंग के अंदर, दिस डायलॉग एंड यूजर इंटरफेस में आके ये रहा मर्ज एरर, Okay, so this I can just put here. Okay, let's say clean up diagram. मैं ये पूरा कॉपी कर लेता हूँ एक बार to show you कि हाँ हम इसको दो अलग अलग पैनल में रन कर रहे हैं कोड सेपरेट। तो इन दोनों के अब अपने अपने एरर आउट आएंगे, बट फाइनली मुझे इनको लास्ट में कहीं पे मैं इनको एक जगह पे करके जस्ट क्रिएट वन इंडिकेटर। तो ये फ्रंट पैनल पे मुझे दिखा देगा कि क्या एरर जनरेट हुआ था यहाँ पे। रन दिस नाउ। ठीक है, यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है एरर स्टेटस ग्रीन है, कोई इशू नहीं है। अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर एरर हो रहा है तो उसका जो एरर कोड है वो दे देगा, सोर्स क्या है, लेट्स से अगर कोई सिमुलेट सिग्नल सोर्स है तो वो दिखा देगा। ओके, इसको एक बार एरर जनरेट करके देखते हैं यहाँ पे, रुको। तो सेम वो सैम्पलिंग वाला एरर लेंगे। जैसे हमें पता है यहाँ पे सैम्पलिंग क्या है, सैम्पलिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी में दे रखा है 1000। ओके, तो मैं इस पर कंट्रोल लगा देता हूँ फ्रीक्वेंसी का। ओके, कंट्रोल लगाने का एक तरीका क्या है, फ्रंट पैनल पे जाओ, कंट्रोल ढूंढो, उसे यहाँ रखो, उसका नाम दो, एंड देन उसको फ्रंट पैनल सॉरी यहाँ पे लाओ और उसे कनेक्ट कर दो। हाँ, कनेक्ट करना है मुझे इसे फ्रीक्वेंसी को। ठीक है, ये एक तरीका है कंट्रोल लगाने का। सेकंड अनदर वे इज, लेट्स से मुझे पता है कि यहाँ इस टर्मिनल पे मुझे लगाना है, तो इस टर्मिनल पे लाके राइट क्लिक करो, क्रिएट कंट्रोल, तो ये अपने आप कंट्रोल लगा देगा। ये आ गया आपका कंट्रोल। ठीक है, तो अब मैं इसे रन करता हूँ। ठीक है, सब कुछ सही रन कर रहा है। फ्रीक्वेंसी हमें पता है, सैम्पलिंग रेट हमारा क्या था 1000, तो अगर मैं 500 से ऊपर फ्रीक्वेंसी करूंगा तो ये एरर देगा। ठीक, एरर आ गया, ये देखिए सिमुलेट सिग्नल में एरर आ गया, और ये एरर आया है मेरा एक लाइन पे। अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे ओके, अगर आप यहाँ पे इसको देखें आप ध्यान से, तो एक सेट बंद हो गया है बट एक सेट चल रहा है। जैसे ये वेव फॉर्म बंद है, वेव फॉर्म ग्राफ बंद है, एम्पलीट्यूड बंद है, फ्रीक्वेंसी बंद है, बट ये फ्रीक्वेंसी आउट 2, एम्पलीट्यूड 2, वेव फॉर्म चार्ट 2, वेव फॉर्म ग्राफ 2, ये सारे रनिंग है। ऐसा क्यों? कैन एनीवन टेल कि एक लाइन चल, मतलब कुछ चीजें चल रही है, कुछ नहीं चल रही है एरर आने के बाद? व्हाई इज दैट हैपनिंग? So if we see our code, हमारा एरर जनरेट हुआ था इसमें। ठीक है, ये आपको दिखा भी रहा था हमारा फ्रंट पैनल पे। ये देखिए, सिमुलेट सिग्नल इज व्हाट हैज गिवन द एरर। ओके, सो इसने एरर जनरेट करा है यहाँ पे हमारा। दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, तो इसके आगे का ये स्टेज बंद हो गया, ये स्टेज बंद हो गया, दैट इज वाई हमें इन चार्ट्स में कुछ नहीं दिख रहा। बट इस लाइन में तो कोई एरर नहीं आया, तो ये तो अपना क्लियरली रन करता रहेगा। ठीक है, तो अगर आपको इसमें भी एरर जनरेट करना है तो व्हाट आई विल डू, यही सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी में इस वाले सिग्नल को भी दे देता हूँ। ठीक है, हाँ, इफ वी गो टू माय फ्रंट पैनल, फ्रीक्वेंसी रिड्यूस करते हैं, रन करते हैं, सब कुछ रन कर रहा है। ओके, देन इफ आई स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग माय फ्रीक्वेंसी, एरर आ गया, सब कुछ बंद हो गया अब। ठीक है, तो दिस इज व्हाट आवर एरर लाइंस विल डू। इट विल बेसिकली स्टॉप ऑल द नेक्स्ट स्टेजेस, सो दैट आगे अगर हम कुछ हार्डवेयर यूज कर रहे हैं तो उस पर कुछ इफेक्ट ना हो जाए इस वजह से। ठीक है, सो ऑल द स्टेजेस विल स्टॉप। एनी डाउट्स? So we looked at this also, how you can find out some functional nodes or other things like quick drop हो गया, control palette पे search होता है, then function palette पे search होता है, that all you can do. So just try to answer this particular question. Okay, no, leave it. We are not learned this thing. So anyway, this was for today. If you have any doubts, let me know.
Sir, can you explain merge errors again?
क्या चीज?
Merge errors.
मर्ज एरर देखो, जैसे दो लाइन से एरर आ रहा है, फिर दो कोड पैरेलल में रन कर रहा है कि ये पूरा चेन है, देन एक ये चेन इंडिपेंडेंटली रन कर रहा है, तो दोनों का अपना अपना एरर लाइन है. यस, बट एंड में लेट से मुझे देखना है एरर को, तो मैंने क्या करा, मैंने फ्रंट पैनल पे एक इंडिकेटर लगा दिया एरर आउट का. ठीक है, इसके अंदर तीन चीज़ें होती हैं. एक होता है स्टेटस, जो कि बूलन होता है आपका, लाइक ऑन और ऑफ. एक स्ट्रिंग होता है जो कि कोड होता है. ठीक है, ये LabVIEW का अपना एक कोड डायरेक्टरी है, जिसमें से हर एक पर्टिकुलर एरर जो सिस्टम जनरेट करता है उसका एक अपना पर्टिकुलर कोड होता है. तो जैसे ये फ्रीक्वेंसी वाले का था -20061, देन एक स्ट्रिंग होगा उसके अंदर विच विल टेल कि कहाँ पे जनरेट हुआ है. तो ये आपका सोर्स आउट का एक पूरा इंडिकेटर है. तो अगर मुझे ये देखना है, अब दो केस है मेरे पास, या तो मैं इसका भी एक लगा दूं या फिर इसका भी एक और लगा दूं. तो बेसिकली आई कैन पुट टू इंडिकेटर्स यहाँ पे, एक इस लाइन के लिए अलग से, एक इस लाइन के लिए अलग से. बट मैं एज इन होल देखना चाहता हूँ अपना पूरा सिस्टम को. तो दैट इज वाई मैंने क्या करा, उसको एरर को मर्ज कर दिया और दोनों को एक ही जगह पे मैंने आउटपुट करवा दिया. सो ये हमने करा. बेसिकली इट इज़ जस्ट रिप्रेजेंटेशन. यहाँ पे हम ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोग बस यहाँ पे इसको देख रहे हैं कि एरर हम दोनों लाइन का एक ही जगह पे कर रहे हैं, सो दैट फ्रंट पैनल पे हमें इंडिकेटर भी मल्टीपल ना लगाने पड़े. क्योंकि अगर आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे अभी स्पेस कितना लिमिटेड है, सब कुछ काफ़ी क्लमजी सा रखा हुआ है, मतलब हमने प्रॉपर्ली डिज़ाइन नहीं करा हुआ. तो ऑब्वियसली स्पेस का कंस्ट्रेंट भी होता है आपके पास. यू कैन, अगर लेट से मेरे पास ऐसे 10 पैरेलल कोड रन कर रहे हैं, मैं 10 इंडिकेटर नहीं लगा सकता, बिकॉज अगर मैं 10 इंडिकेटर लगा दूंगा तो मेरे पास और कुछ स्पेस नहीं बचेगा लगाने के लिए. सो वी हैव टू सी दैट थिंग ऑल्सो. तो इस वजह से हमने सब लाइंस का एरर एक जगह पे मर्ज करके दिखाया. ओके
Okay, sir.
Okay, so any more doubts? If you are not having any doubts, we can stop for today.
सर अगर हमें फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में चेक करना हो तो
क्या चीज़?
सर हमें जो आपने जो सिग्नल दिखाया वो आपने मतलब टाइम डोमेन में दिखाया, अगर मुझे फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में चेक करना हो तो
वो सब भी कर सकते हैं हम लोग इसमें. तो उसके अलग से भी है आपके पास दैट वी कैन यूज. हेलो, एनी मोर डाउट्स? उसका भी है हमारे पास, दैट आई विल शो यू लेटर ऑन.
देवेंद्र, आज की कोई एक्सरसाइज?
Let me just 1 second. Let me look at this. So they can practice these single stepping and all for today. Like these are basically debug things only. We can just practice these things.
आप एक फॉर्मल प्रॉब्लम बना के फुलेंद के साथ शेयर कर लेना.
ठीक है सर, मैं वो शेयर कर देता हूँ.
ठीक है, तो वो इन बच्चों को भेज देंगे सो दैट जो भी करना है इनको तैयार करके रखेंगे. सो एंड विल बी एबल टू हैव देयर स्क्रीन शेयर टुमारो.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है,
ओके सर.
सो we end today's session, the second day for the workshop, and I'll again request all the students to register by 3:25 for the workshop tomorrow. Okay, all of you please take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.